Yes, sir. LA Leakers, Sour Milk,
Yes,
Just
sir.
Incredible, Fuzz, Fan Tab, and we have a crew in here with us.
Yeah, man.
That's bigger than our crew.
What up? It's the kid 50 Cent.
It's your man Lloyd Banks.
It's the homie Kid.
It's Young Buck.
And it's the talk of New York, Tony Yayo.
You net.
Yeah, man.
There they are.
We are in here.
There they are. Yo, fellas, man. Thank y'all for sliding by, man.
Appreciate it.
It's all good.
Thank y'all for getting back together.
Yeah, we back. Actually, I got something to prove. We're gonna make some music.
Yeah.
Why you say that now, Fifth? Why something to prove now? You got the biggest TV show, movies
Congratulations
on
Pop.
Power,
music,
man.
Music still means
Look at him. Look at the smile. Look at
it means
this.
a lot. Like listen, look. It's not about money. That part,
Nah,
we
could tell.
Not when you got that much.
No, like it's just about just for me just to have relevancy, to have music that really means something to this time period.
Right.
And talk to us about the project you guys put out. I mean,
The Beauty is 6 joints. We recorded like 38.
Yeah, close to 40 records. Beauty Independence on iTunes right now. Go get that. It's crazy. 1 to 6.
And it's broken into 2 pieces. So The Beauty is the first half, The Beauty of Independence, and then The Beast is G Unit. Second half, so they'll get a chance to.
man,
So-
I want to know
Where would we start at? Okay, so how did I know you've been answering this damn question all week for the past month, but what made G Unit get back together?
Well, I did. Like once I actually reached out, because none of them. Look, you know how you hear some crews have issues with the money.
Right.
Like we never had no. Everybody got paid what they were supposed to. Actually, more than they were supposed to get paid, because the deals were so sexy that they had to. Like when Interscope didn't read with Ye and Banks, because their contract said that they was entitled to $750,000 in advance for their next albums. It was the old music business. The contract was still connected to that, and they didn't have to have management the whole time, because I was already going, nah, give it to him. Like, I'm not going to beat him out of nickel. You know what I'm saying? But his case, I didn't even let him come around until he could be paid for being there. So when he came around, it was like, yo, listen to this. You got to learn this. He was in jail.
Right.
Yeah, he went to jail.
Right.
So
You gotta stay out of jail, yo.
Nah, I've been out of jail for a while.
I know, but you just gotta just stay out.
It's been a good run.
Yeah, we love you out here, man.
Yeah, I love y'all too out here, man.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But he was locked up, and then Buck came in and had to learn the music because we was going on tour, and immediately was getting paid for it. But he had already experienced being on that same run with Cash Money,
Right.
with Juvie, and several times bumped around. But that's what it takes for artists to be groomed. You know what I mean? I thought I was ready in '97 with Jam Master Jay working on music, and it didn't crack till 2003.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then so Buck, in that case, like we was rolling, we got back, we performed over 300 shows that year. So we got back, and it was like, you checked the accounts, and they told him, yo, you gotta come sign the papers.
1 point something.
Yeah.
And I came from nothing. You know, I come from
I'm
straight
hearing that
off
a
the
lot.
block.
I asked Kid before we got on.
It's
I'm
the
like,
truth, because we coming straight up off the block. You gotta understand, when my career happened, G Unit at its peak, my mama's still in the projects. You know, I'm coming straight up out the bricks. And like he said, he put it all in front of me, like, look, this is what you gotta do, get this together and strike out. You know, and once we hit the road, you know, I knew what I was getting paid, but I didn't know I was getting paid that much.
And
You
we
know,
got
so
back.
once the tour was over, you know, man, what?
He said, what?
But he did everything like right away. Like, get my mom's house, get my place, get the car.
Get those off real quick.
I need old school.
And then they come back around and this, what they call him, Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
He got to knocking on that door, and he got to talk about giving him 200, and I didn't know what Texas was.
He was like, yo, look, the first time it was so funny because he was like, yo, he said, these people call talking about I got to give them, and I'm like, yeah, but You gotta
pay the taxes, brother.
Yeah, because see, honestly, man, I never paid taxes in my life up until before my career.
So it's just
I'm
coming.
off the street. I'm used to putting mine in a paper bag, shoebox, and put it
Cash
somewhere.
is cash, huh?
You know what I'm saying? So when this happened for me, I got loose with the paper and done everything that I should have did and shouldn't have did too.
You learn from your mistakes, huh?
Yeah, man, you really do. I learned the hard way though.
That's all right, man.
And I'm good now though.
Yeah,
at
I
the
bet
same
you'll
time.
never do that again.
Nah, man, it was a learning experience.
I
I was
feel you.
young. You know what I'm saying? I had all the fun in the world.
Now
Yo, hold on. We got a lot to talk about, man. Before we get into anything else, let's play this Come Up record, man.
Yeah, check this out. This right here is Come Up. This is an independent single away from The Beauty.
Yeah.
The Beauty got 6 joints, 6
Want to play something
other cuts,
G Unit in here, man. Banks, what's happening with you, baby?
Man, I'm feeling good. Happy to be here.
You sounding amazing on these songs, man. You always have a
Appreciate
special place on each record, you
No
know?
choice, man. It reminds me of, when we first made our entrance into the game, it was no time to sit and love a verse. You had to go to the next one.
Next
go to
right.
The one after that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the energy we got now going on.
Is it competitive in that studio? I bet.
It always been.
But I feel like it's a good like competitive nature you guys got going on, because when we were playing the records earlier, I see everybody rapping each other's verses.
Yeah. We got a chance to do it this time around. Before it was just me, 50, and Ye. So it used to be verse, chorus. Now it's like verse. So Kid could come off the back of my 8, or I could go off the back of Buck's 8 and just try back like Wu-Tang, reminiscing of how they used to do.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's dope.
So they don't hear that a lot because our culture's changed so much that you could say that for the last 3 years, hip hop has been a group that records in the Hit Factory in Miami. Because they always have that record with the same suspects on it.
Yeah.
Off each one of those albums that come out. It's just whose idea was it, who picked the track, and who got the chorus together. So now they get a chance, we get it to be the group in hip hop.
Now, you guys just dropped the EP. Now, is everybody working on solo projects? Are we moving again with, Fifth, you working on something? Kid, I know you got a solo project. Can you speak on your stuff right now?
Yeah, right now, my mixtape will be dropping soon.
He got a lot of work.
Yeah. I'm just
like all of the stuff that you hear, that's independent from everything else that he already did. The tape was built.
Right.
And then it was recorded on these 38 records.
Damn.
So it's like, he got a lot of material.
And
so much material.
What's that like for you, man, to come into a situation like this with G Unit?
It took a lot of pressure off me, man. You gotta think about, for real.
Smart answer.
Before before everybody came back, it was just me, Five, Ye, and I'm just, getting it in. So I'm dealing with all the pressure. Oh man, kick it out of here. We want Lloyd back.
Yeah, I want something new.
Kick it out of here. We want
they going look,
so
and
now
they
they back. So all the pressure off me now y'all can hit me and see what I could do.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Because they're going, they feel like I'm replacing them with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was building the replacements instead of it being, I was sitting there going the whole time, I was like, what about Rockefeller? Why I can't say fuck the group? And just keep it moving, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they going, it's so much shit that we seen in our past. Like there's so many different crews that came through.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I said this before. I said it would have been amazing if Game would have came back, but I see that.
Yeah, damn, I wouldn't do that.
Damn.
You know why? Let me tell you why I wouldn't do it. Because I don't really understand how it.
That's why you got to talk to him. Just talk to him. You talk to everybody. You talk to Ye.
Nah, but look, I can see
the Buck.
From Ye. Look, people are extremely loyal to their comfort. When they receive discomfort from, even if it's their own.
What about if he reached out to you and be like, "Come on, man, let's bring this thing"?
Nah, I wouldn't want to work with him because I did a lot for his project
right
in the very beginning, and it didn't mean anything. Right. So like now, you albums and albums. Once you start, look, Interscope already then got rid of it, so now it's like you're on your own. Now you see, for me, from the beginning, I've had to be on my own. I've always had to figure out a new way,
right,
to engage, get the audience excited and do different things. So it's not that difficult for me. Like a lot of the other artists will sit there and they'll be like, "Yo, well, who can I get to feature that already has
some
momentum?"
credibility?
You know what I mean? And I look at it and go, no, let me just figure out what's missing from the culture, period. And then when I get it in there, we get it.
Do you guys like being independent?
I love it. I love.
So everybody say love
the beauty of independence.
Yeah, it's having the ability. People, within traditional, that cookie cutter mentality that the music business has, and in a time where things are changing so rapid.
Right.
If a person tells you they've been working in the music business for 15 or 20 years, they probably have no idea how to sell your record. You see what I'm saying? Like, they probably have you there sitting, trying to figure out how to get a record up at radio. When if you actually put it out as a solid piece of work and people could judge it, they listen to it, hear the concept of it, and go, I like this. Right. Like, I like this record. And one song at a time is still going to take you 20 weeks to get it into a position where you know it'll reach the top 10.
Right.
You know, so when our culture has a low attention span and it would be from 6 to 8 weeks for you to get a record peaking, now they're going, the kids can't even, it doesn't even register when it's a hit. It takes so long for it to be a hit that they're going, yeah, I told you I like that.
When the video they're moving on to something else.
Yeah, like, and they looking for something else because the internet is always providing something else for them to look at. Like, if you, whether it's an established artist or up and coming artist, if it's posted on a blog site, it's the whole video content.
Right.
They browsing through to see what's next. Like, who had a good idea, who shot a cool video on their own. It could be Shit I Don't Like from Chief Keef in his grandmother's living room, and the simplicity would work. Yeah. It could be Trinidad James, Gold on My Grill, or Schmurda, these kids, these young guys that come up. You know, they have to develop, they got to learn how to rap while rapping. They have to develop while being in it because the internet allowed them to have an idea that people like so early that they got to catch up with the skills and everything else that's there, you know.
Down, big dreams, big bags of bread, big money, you're fucking with the kid. Watch a nigga come up. In beams, triple beams, it seems.